everyone likes to be pampered. The beauty industry's worth billions, and there's one area in particular that's booming.
They're so pretty. I love them.
Love the shape, love the pattern, I love the fit.
Having your nails done is no longer a rare luxury. Even when times are tough, for many it's a regular treat. In fact, one survey found we British women spend a staggering £450 a year on our nails.
But it's a beauty fix that can turn ugly. These photos show what can happen when manicures go wrong.
Give it a nice shampoo for you.
Hairdresser Tracy Harrod has first-hand experience of the dangers. For the last 10 years, she's had acrylic nail extensions, false tips fixed to the natural nails with acrylic glue. But visits to budget salons left her paying the price.
They look beautiful, to be fair, but as soon as I wanted a rest to take them off, I realised that my nails had suffered underneath. I was getting painful and sore and breaking all the time. Looked like I'd got bitten down nails. I had a nail infection on 2 nails actually. The list just went on and on. I had no idea that I was using something that was so strong and shouldn't really be used on my nails.
And that substance was a powerful chemical called methyl methacrylate, or MMA. It's often used in budget salons to bond nail extensions because it's cheap and strong. But the experts say it can cause permanent damage and severe allergic reactions.
The allergies themselves can cause problems in the skin around the nail folds, the fingertips. They can cause problems with tingling in the fingers. It has also been reported exacerbation of people's asthma.
At the University of Leicester, scientist Dr. Ian Goodall showed me just how strong this stuff is.
I've mixed the methyl methacrylate with material used in nail salons for the acrylic treatment. This reacts very, very quickly to form a solid, like this. What we did earlier on today was spread this material in between the 2 plastic sheets and it acts as a glue, as you can see. These 2 clamps just are here to hold it onto the bench. And to show you the strength of the material formed, let me rest a brick on there.
Wow.
And then we can load it up further with other weights on here. So there's another pound, there's another pound.
Goodness me. So clearly pretty strong stuff then. Surely too strong to be used on the nails.
It is very tough material, it's very strong material. It's been used in dental work, it's been used in hip replacement work as well. It has also been used to reinforce concrete as well. So yeah, it's very, very tough material.
No wonder MMA's banned in America, and no wonder local salons we talked to denied using it. But our experts say many are lying. So what's the truth?
Well, to find out, I'm heading into a nail bar just around the corner here, and I'm taking in this. It's an air testing kit, and the experts tell me all I need to do is briefly expose this tiny fibre to the air inside the salon, and if there's MMA there, we'll know. Hi, I was just wondering if I could have my nails done.
I asked them for acrylic extensions, and my nails were lengthened, buffed, filed and glued, with a promise they didn't use MMA.
There's a strong glue that I've heard of called methyl methacrylate. Do you use that?
No, we don't.
No.
Around half an hour later and £25 lighter, my nails were transformed.
Well, this is the finished manicure. They look beautiful and they certainly feel really strong, but the question is the glue on here MMA or something else? Time to take this to the lab.
And we'll find out the results later. But in the meantime, I want to know just how big a problem this is. At this beauty exhibition, I met Amber Varnham from Leicestershire, who says Tracy's experience isn't unique.
It's a huge problem. To get it to bond on the natural nail, they have to do electric filing on the nail plate, which in turn would make that very thin and vulnerable. The product is too strong for that purpose. We don't need that sort of strength on the nail. So without the bend and without the flexibility over an already vulnerable nail, that could then pop the nail plate off the nail bed, plus, cause serious damage to the nail.
Back at the University of Leicester, the lab results are in. Scientists have put my fibre through this machine to see if they can detect the chemical fingerprint of MMA.
These are the compounds that have come off the fibre. Each different peak shows a different compound. And this peak that we see here, we think might be methyl methacrylate from previous experiments. And if we do a chemical search of its fingerprint, we can see that our results indeed match, and it comes up as methyl methacrylate.
So that's what's on my nails then. Slightly worrying.
But maybe this was a one-off. Well, we randomly selected and air sampled another 9 salons across the East Midlands. 8 of them tested positive for MMA. The fact is, though, the salons aren't doing anything illegal. MMA isn't banned in the UK, but should it be?
I believe so, yeah. There is no purpose for it within the nail industry because we have the correct products for use. We have ethyl methacrylate, which is a safe product to use. As an end user, you wouldn't know the difference.
So, who polices our nail salons? We told the health and safety executive we'd found some salons are lying about using MMA, but they said that's the responsibility of local authorities' trading standards officers. They told us they want people to come forward if they've been affected, and they're not ruling out prosecution. But within the nail industry, controls are weak. You don't have to have training or a licence to work as a manicurist.
Well, there has to be greater regulation within the nail industry, for starters. For example, anybody at the moment could just set up in such a business and provide this on the high street or going round to people's homes. There has to be greater education for those in the industry that they're handling such sensitising chemicals, and indeed their clients also need to know of these potential dangers too.
The only way I could get my superglued tips removed was to go back to another budget salon and have them soaked and filed off. And even now, around 2 months later, they're still a lot weaker than what they were. Underneath this strengthening polish, this is what they look like, and you can see these ridges halfway down the nails from all the excess filing. And I've been told it could take around 6 months for those to grow out. So if MMA's never advertised and you can't always trust salons to tell you the truth, how can you protect yourself?
There are telltale signs. Look out for low pricing for an acrylic service. Secrecy about brands used. Can you see unlabelled pots and jars? Extreme filing of the natural nail. And difficulty removing the nail enhancement.
With so many nail bars popping up across the region and without any thorough regulation of the industry, it's a risky world. But if we stick to the rules, girls, we should be able to stay safe and protect our nails. After all, it's meant to be pampering, not painful.